Yo, so that is what up, welcome back to JuliaZ, and well, yeah, so we're today doing Shadowland. I don't know why I said it like that. We're today doing Shadowland, yes, we are indeed. I think it might be a bit too loud, so you guys let me know if the volume is too high. Maybe something like this would be a bit better, but yeah, do let me know. Of course, you can actually hear it much better than me, and you can compare it to what the actual music volume is as well, so you can tell me if there's an issue or not. I'm gonna be using let's see, is this actually like lagging? Is it just me or is it lagging? Oh, it's kind of lagging, isn't it? Yo, Vidya, how's it going, man? It's been a while. How are you? Is this lagging? Wait. It's not? Wait. It's a bit better there. I don't know, I want to see if I can open BlueStacks, because last time it was just kind of crashing. Okay, now it's starting up. Yeah, I'm preparing to go to sleep. Okay, man. How are you, man? How's it going? Okay, so this should be all good now. I think this should work a bit better. Just gonna resize it a little bit. Probably gonna need to resize it on the OBS as well, but just gonna make sure that it's full screen first. Oh, actually, no, that's fine. Though it is messing up. Oh no. Oh no. The CPU is not happy. Let me see. That's weird that it's doing that again. It hasn't done that in a real long time. Intel? Why are you doing this, Mr. Intel? Have you ever seen this game being weird like this? Okay, gonna close it. Let's see if I can open it again. We were doing so great. Because it's basically starting the game just fine. But then it just becomes weird with the text. Okay, it's a bit better now. Hopefully it's not gonna give us trouble later. Really? Really, Mr. Game? You're gonna do that? Okay, so now it's better, and I think it's also... it's still kind of slow. Is it slow when I'm up here? Well, actually up here it can't even... Okay, I think I know a good middle ground, I guess, maybe you could call it. What if I do this? So I need to resize it a little bit again, like before, but it should work, hopefully. Let me try. We can try to see if we can find a good middle ground. So this should be there. Yeah, good luck grabbing this part. Yeah, no. Needs to be smaller. Why is this so hard to figure out? Come on, you can do it. Oh, almost, just a little bit smaller. Ah, that's great. So how is it now? Yeah, I think this is a bit better. It is my fingers that don't get registered really well, that's why it's kind of lagging. But if I use my mouse, it's much more fluid. So yeah, I'm just gonna get used to that, I guess, for a little bit. In the meantime, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna check the Shadowland list. What? No, that is not true. Man, if I lost the Shadowland list like an idiot, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I think I might have lost the Shadowland list. Whoops. Anyway, I can recover that, please. Okay. Has anyone saved the Shadowland list that I was using? I have slightly deleted it. Just slightly. Or not. Oh, come on. I have everything here apart from the Shadowland list. You kidding me? See if I can find anything. Crash. So I think I've deleted my... Oops. No. Come on. Yeah, I think I deleted the Shadowland list accidentally, so that's gonna be very annoying. I don't want to redo it. So if anyone saved the Shadowland list, I'm gonna ask you later. Anyway, all I know is that we have one more level 80 character compared to before, so yay, that's a plus, I guess. But can't really calculate everything like before. So anyway, we're gonna do Shadowland as we said. I don't even remember what last time was like. I think we had like 46 floors that we were doing with level 80 characters or above, so I guess 45 now. I think that's how I'll do it. That's so annoying that I deleted that. Oh boy, that is very infuriating. But either way, let's see if we can clear this floor 19 floor. We have to do it with toxin, and it's not going to be easy at all. Let's see if Andy might have saved a version of it. Okay. There we go. Hopefully someone had. I'm gonna see if I can do this just by using the touchscreen. It's not gonna be very good. Because you want to be very careful with these attacks, and if I can't run when I need to, I'm gonna die. Like I almost did here, for example. But we're doing okay, at least for now. And I do know that this is a bit last minute. Yes, I know. I got very lazy this whole time. I was also waiting for the opportunity to actually get Magik to level 80 as well, which we did, I think. As far as I remember, I did level her up till the end. I didn't just actually, you know, I didn't actually just unlock it. As far as I remember, I did actually get them to, or get her to level 80. Just need to make sure that I double check though, just in case. Okay. We'll see if this works out with the touchscreen. If we hate it, we hate it, right? So I'm not gonna do it if you guys don't like it. And I gotta run right now. Okay, never mind. So this is very helpful. I can go ahead and just use Toxin here. And hopefully we don't start to lag a lot. Because this is Jean, and Jean is very annoying. Okay, we somehow survived this far. And we actually somehow survived till the end. Let me see if I can do a rotation. I have to be careful though, because maybe I should have just waited for a bit there for her to do some sort of phase, but okay, we kind of jumped into on the action right there. Okay, this can be a bit tricky, so we'll be careful to just be ready to switch out if needed. But I'm trying to kind of rush this. Come on. Yeah, I'll have to switch out. Okay, so she basically just cancelled her own attacks, but I did have to switch out because I was being very risky there. Okay, this really did nothing. And we ended up losing Toxin. I have to be careful to at least keep Green Goblin alive. Because we will need someone to sacrifice if needed, you know. That's what they're here for. This is my second to last clear that I have to do with Toxin, because this can go much easier as a clear if only we don't have to have Toxin on the team. That's the only thing that's really just messing with us right now. Okay, I took a second just thinking there. I don't know why I was thinking. But okay, we kept Green Goblin alive, so we can still sacrifice him later. Hopefully we can just get a clear, to be honest. But we're at this point, like on the last 12 bars, it's really tricky. You can't get a lot of attacks in, so you only get a couple of bars before you have to just pretty much run around. And this is what we'll have to do here, because we're getting destroyed. Switch, thank you. Oh, run. I don't know how I survived that one. I could have tried to attack there, and I did actually try to attack there, but she still ended up just destroying our Green Goblin. Okay, 3 bars left. That was a bit too loud. Sometimes I do notice that it's a bit too loud, and we're gonna die now. Or not. Okay, that kind of worked out. So be careful, don't rush in. She'll just come out of there on her own, apparently. I rushed it. Okay, we got the clear. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit because it's a bit too loud. I can hear it getting distorted. So we got this clear, and this is basically the last day that I can actually do the rest of the clears at stage 1. So that's the only thing that I needed there, and then just next time I get this same boss, I basically just need to do 1 clear with Toxin, and then I can do the rest at the level or at stage 20. So that's the thing. Again, we basically I'm basically at a level where I feel very comfortable just doing stage 20 with a lot of these teams, because again, I can put a proper-ish team for them instead of having a team with Toxin, or the team for Carnage essentially with Toxin having to be there just so that we can get that unlock criteria cleared. But yeah, I mean, that's what he's gonna be there for. He's gonna do the last clear as well. There's just 1 clear left with him, and then just 1 clear in general, of clearing Jean. So that's basically him gonna be doing both challenges in 1 go. I did end up losing Miles there for no reason, but we still have Spidey. That's why this team is fun, because I can just really go against Jean like without really a care in the world, and pretty much Spidey will pick up the slack if there's any. Today I'm being very careless though, so there was quite a bit of slack there. Okay, perfect. So just a couple more clears, and then we get to start Shadowland. I'm just super annoyed that I lost the Shadowland list. I hope just somebody has a copy of it. Okay, perfect. So this clear we'll do with Moon Knight. I don't remember who the last clear is gonna be with. I think one of the clears I've already done. It's either the Doctor Strange one or the Jean one, where I saved or where basically I used Magik so that I could get her potential unlocked today. But it's either or. I think I most likely have used Jean, so it's gonna probably be Doctor Strange at this point. But we'll see. To be honest, I don't even know if I'll have good teams available for stage 20. I haven't even thought about it, but I just will pretty much cross that bridge when it comes to it. I'm gonna need to change the actual music player as well, by the way. Instead of using Unix, I found another one that is a lot better. It finds a lot more songs than normal, so it's actually pretty good. But yeah, okay, so this one is actually with Iron Man, but Iron Man is actually a pretty good clear for this boss. Iron Man is a really good character. I don't know why people are not happy with him. I mean, I don't know if they're not happy with him, it's just not a lot of people talk about him, but like, he basically can dish out a lot of damage, man. There we go. let's get you to clear this pretty much stage. Do I want to try tier 3 skilling the rest of the clear? I think I do. Yeah, there we go. Let's do the tier 3 skill, and most likely we'll have the whole clear immediately. There we go. She didn't even get to attack. I mean, again, it's stage 1. I get it. Of course, you're not gonna do the same thing when you're actually clearing it at stage 20, but you know, it's still a really good character. I don't know. We're almost at raid level 1000. But I don't think that's the limit, right? I think the most you could get is like level 2000. I don't know. I don't remember. Either way, we did our clears. The reason why I wanted to do the clears was so that I can actually check if I can upgrade Sentry even just a little bit. Why not? So let's go there and go with gears. We can upgrade him just a little bit, but we need soul still, and I think I've done GBR for today. So yeah, I've already done GBR for today, so pretty much any energy that I have or boost points that I have should mostly go to dimension missions at the moment. So we'll just go ahead and do that. There we go. Try something here actually. Let me see if I can do this. No, not on the second one. Sorry. Projector on the first monitor. Okay, so I can kind of try to use this without looking. Okay, so we need to do another clear. So I'll just go like this and use and boom, boom, and go. Let's go. We haven't started Shadowland yet, so I can't actually even start drinking that monster yet. We have to be very thorough and do this as usual, where I only start that when I start Shadowland. So Hero Pursuit, we've done Secret Shop, not Secret Shop. Okay, so that's fine. I think we're gonna just do Shadowland. I don't know if I can even find the last time I actually did the stream when I talked about the Shadowland list. I don't think I would have maybe even showed that. Let's see. Nope, that's not gonna help. Let's see if we can go like this and videos and actually live, sorry. Go here, that's muted already, which is perfect. Have I checked the Shadowland list? Yeah, I don't think I have that anymore. I don't think I'll be able to get that anymore, actually. I don't even remember how I should, you know, calculate this whole thing. We can kind of try to calculate it a bit together. So let's go like this, for example. So we go at this page, right? And I'm gonna get the calculator here. So calculator. All right, so we're on this page right now. So we have 272. Sorry, no, clear it. 272 minus the first 35 floors, right? We have 237 characters, which if we divide by 3, we'll have 79. So 79 plus 35, that's going to be 114 floors. And then out of the 114 floors, right? If we remove the level 80 and tier 4s and the 2 revives, I think that's how we get the amount of floors we have to do. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or let's say 8, which is 64, or actually 9 times 8, that's 72, right? And we'll say minus 2, so that's 70, right? I think if I do minus 70 here, this should give me what I need, right? 44? Why is it so low now? Have I not calculated it correctly? This is too low. I think I would have expected it to have gone to 45, not 44. Maybe it was 45 last week. I mean, that's how it should work. 9 times 8, that's 72. We take away 2 here because it's not exactly 72. Which leaves us with 70. And out of the whole floors, if we remove the 70 tier 4s and level 80s, we should get 44. Okay, so we're gonna do 44 floors then with normal characters, with tier 3s I mean. And that's how we will get it done. I think that should, that the math is checking out. Either way, before I continue though, we do need to go and check the patch notes. So let me just go ahead and go there. All right, so we're here. I'm gonna go on the actual patch notes. I have not read them, so don't worry. Wowza, for what? I don't remember for what though. I didn't see what he said that for. Oh, okay. All right, so let's go in general. Let's go on patch notes. So, greetings agents, this is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. This patch includes a hero known as the Ruler of Limbo, returning with immense new power. Her power and appearance are unlike anything seen before, almost as if they're crossed over from a different extraordinary dimension. Magik, the wielder of the Soul Sword and a range of unique abilities, has now tier 4 advancement and a new uniform. Agents, check out the new skills and power of the updated hero by downloading the 21st of January patch, and obviously that's been updated already. I just haven't really had the time to get this stream done, and also I was waiting so that I could do the stream for the Shadowland clear as well. Either way, we have one new uniform. We have a uniform for Magik. It's gonna be the 1050 uniform, Blast superhero female with Order Instinct. It's just gonna be the same, but a lot of passives are gonna change, and I'm hoping that's gonna mean that her damage is gonna be much nicer now. It's gonna give her chain hit damage increase by 10% when attacking, and she also has that basically her going over the critical damage, so that's really nice. I actually enjoy that a lot. I think she kind of had that with the last uniform, so I'm just hoping that this is actually gonna work much better. The leadership skill is gonna increase all attacks by 40% to mutants. The tier 2 passive will give her super armor, increase all defense by 40%, increase skill damage by 35%, bonus damage by 15%, decrease damage received by 40%. The passive will ignore dodge by 35%, it will increase all attack and all defense by 25%, all speed by 15%, critical rate by 15%, and then we have an increase of damage dealt to supervillains by 40%. That's nice. The first skill is gonna deal bleed, stun, and then just the damage. The second skill, let's see, it's gonna be a counterattack type of skill. It will ignore iframes, and let's see, using the active skill 2, Evil Impulse, and successfully countering will increase the attack count of certain skills. Interesting. It doesn't really say what that exactly means, but that's interesting because it makes it feel like it's not gonna just increase the amount of attacks that this skill has. I'm guessing that's probably what it is, but their English here would mislead you and make you think that it would improve other attacks as well. Either way, we'll have to see. So it's gonna apply incapacitation, paralysis, ignoring immunity. It will heal her by 30% of her health. It will have a 25% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, invincibility effects for 4 seconds, immunity for 4 seconds, and increase attack by 50% for 1 attack. And then, so basically that's a mini proc, and then it will increase all attacks by 15% and HP by 50%, unremovable. Interesting. Okay. Third skill though, it will apply snare, fracture, incapacitation, it will give her a shield of 16 hits for 8 seconds, and then just damage. The fourth skill will remove, well, not remove, but it will decrease all defense down by 5%, stackable to 40%, ignoring immunity. And then we have a buff to all attack by 80%, and then just damage. And lastly, on the fifth, we can actually move around. It's going to give her incapacitation, paralysis, ignoring immunity, invincibility for 5 seconds, and then just a damage. Her tier 4 skill has been updated to the superpowered mutant Magik, who draws power from the demonic realm of Limbo. It will increase basic attack dealt to targets with higher max HP than the character by 80%, and it will decrease damage taken from targets with a lower max HP than the character by 40% for 7 seconds. So what it's gonna do is basically when you have an enemy that let's see, so basically as long as the enemy has more HP than you, you're gonna deal 80% more damage, and whenever their HP goes lower than your HP, you're basically gonna take less damage from them. So you only get to deal a lot of damage against bosses, I would guess, because essentially bosses usually will have a ton of HP. So I mean, that being the Frost Beast or basically any boss ever, that would work a lot. Even on Shadowland, to be honest, but not on like floors where you have just normal enemies. But most of the enemies, this should work a lot. You know, it should work really well against. Even on normal floors, I mean, even if they're not a boss, they usually will have a lot of health. So that should work. And yeah, then later on, if you have more HP than them, at least you get to be a bit more defensive. Even though your damage is not going to be as high anymore, you at least are going to take less damage. So they also fixed an error with the game where there was an issue for karmic cards with dispatch missions. Basically, the drop rate was applied incorrectly during the Sector 14 craft event, and it's been fixed. Basically, they also gave us some rewards. I got Crescent's card, by the way. Used it to re-roll and got all attack, but it was green. And then there was also an issue with like how the text was displayed for defeating Black Swan 5 times to unlock Corps and Proxima, which was missing. So that's pretty nice, and that's been updated. So that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead now and actually see this in action and see the actual uniform. I have not even checked it out. This looks pretty cool. It's really basic, or you know, it kind of would make you feel like it's kind of her base look, but more detailed, of course, because it's a way newer uniform, and of course they're going with what Marvel Rivals had. But yeah, it's pretty badass, and let's go ahead and actually see the skills, though. That's what we really care about, and see later on what her damage will be as well, what it will be like. So these are just our basic attacks. I'm gonna make sure that okay, skill virtual effects are on, and we don't need the skill cooldown, that's fine. So that's our basic attack, really? Okay, so if you're far away, okay, that's, yeah, sometimes you get to actually do this teleport thing. I don't know if it's just because she was far away, or yeah, she does that once in a while, and it is an iframe, but it's not a constant iframe, so you sometimes get to do it. Interesting though, I don't know why you would ever use it, but it's just really cool. The first skill, it's an iframe, it's really cool. I hate her on Marvel Rivals, by the way, she's really annoying. That's really nice AoE, she pretty much targets a lot of the enemies there. I think this is the second skill, right? So basically, let's see, that's just it. Let's see when the AI is on, so let's do the second skill. Okay, so we actually become bigger, and that's when we actually get our increase to our damage. And it is actually correct what they were saying earlier, where this was actually going to apply to multiple attacks. It's not just going to improve her here with this skill only doing more damage. Either way, so basically if you do the second skill, she just attacks some of the enemies. I want to see if I can get this to end. There you go. So it ended now as an effect. So we're gonna just try every other skill with her being on her normal state, and then we're gonna get her to like heightened state, or basically where she's bigger and stronger, so that we can actually see what she actually does. So let's see here. So this is our this was our second skill. We saw that again, and let's go with the third skill right now. It has a bit of a wind up, but it's really cool. The only downside is that this was the immunity skill, but it has no iframe, so that can be risky. Let's see the fourth skill right now. Again, another skill with no iframe. Very weird. And it's pretty short as well. Let's see the fifth skill. I'm guessing maybe they're gonna be much cooler when she's actually bigger, but yeah. A lot of these are not like full iframes, so I don't know what the rotation would be like. Let's see our tier 3 skill with this uniform. She actually does switch to being bigger just for that drop to the ground, but I guess maybe she does the same thing even on the older uniform. So let's see the actual tier 4 right now. I like the aura here. It would have been much nicer if the aura would actually follow her color. So if she's just on a normal state, you know, if the aura would just be yellow. Let's get the AI on. We're gonna trigger the second skill to actually activate. I'll switch off the AI and we get to do the normal attack. So we did the basic attack earlier. It was pretty cool. Even with her basic attack, just her whole, basically her whole attacks pattern changes. And even the second skill, basically they're much bigger attacks and most likely even you know, more hits as well. I'm not counting them, but yeah, basically it definitely feels like that's what's happening here. Let's see our fifth skill right there. And there we go. We do have an actual iframe right there that we didn't have before. So I'll switch the AI on again, get her to the heightened state one more time. I call it the heightened state, but it's definitely not what it's called. I don't know why I switched on airplane mode, because I'm stupid. But yeah, that was the tier 3 skill. No need to switch to the bigger size. She's already big here. And we get the tier 4 skill activated as well. It's just basically the same, but some of the attacks will have a bit more hits. And in the end, of course, it looks like it also affects the amount of, or like the amount of, yeah, the amount of iframes you get and how long they stay on for. So that's really cool. It's going to be very interesting to actually use her. And I am one of the people who will tier 4 her. I just need to make sure that I get her to, or I get Sentry to tier 4 first, and she's gonna be pretty much next. Because as you know, I'm a fan of mutant characters here, and actually you can see the difference. And I don't think there's really a difference, to be honest. Yeah, there's not really any difference to the actual stats. It's actually the same. But yeah, she just... Oh, okay, no. You do see a difference. There you go. Okay, so let me actually check this. I don't know why they hadn't included this on the patch notes. So this is the first skill, right? So after the second skill is activated, if you're on a basic state, you will see no difference, to be honest. It's just the same. Most likely the hits are gonna be more or increased. The number of hits is probably increased there. But let's see if there's any other changes there. This seems to be the same as well for the third skill. Fourth skill, I think most likely we're just gonna get more hits, to be honest. I'm not really seeing any changes in the numbers. That's most likely gonna be it then. Yeah, it's exactly the same. They're just doing the thing just to be all good and show the difference, but there's no real difference, so that's why there's nothing to look at. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and continue with Shadowland right now. As we said, we're gonna do our let's not use magic right here, of course not, but as I said, of course we're gonna actually do our first 44 floors with tier 3 characters, and from then on we move on to using level 80 characters or better. Let's see, do we have any blast character that's really not used, you know, that I could actually afford spending much earlier. So Emma, I'm sure I've used later. To be honest, I don't feel like spending a blast type or like wasting a blast type that early. Combats, again, as well, they're very indispensable. So basically, I don't have a lot of them. So it kind of sucks that I would be using someone right here. But most of them have been kind of used somewhere along the clear. Punisher would be fine to use apparently, and even Groot, but I'd rather you know, waste Punisher than Groot, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go with this, with Punisher, and I'm gonna do the autoplay. And then if there's anyone that I don't want to waste, I will stop it. But again, as far as I know, of course, the only thing that I would need to really change. Oh crap! No! What the hell? 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 Why? Why would she do that? I guess I have to do a clear and then move on to like autoplaying. Okay, so the first one we're just gonna do ourselves, and I just need to make sure that I put Punisher in there. If I can just find him real quick. There he is. So let me just do this. No, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna put the autoplay on either way, or no, I'm actually gonna use them myself, to be honest. But I don't know why I'm saying that too often. But yeah, basically I'm just switching it on or off. Sorry, I did switch it off and I'm just playing it myself. But yeah, I had to clear that myself because it looks like when I would do auto progress, it would go with the previous season either way, even though I put her on one of the slots. Or put Punisher on the slot instead of her. Either way though. On the autoplay, on the auto progress feature, it usually goes with autoplay on by default. I have to switch it off manually every time, so that's what I'll try to use. But for Rocket, it actually ended up using a skill on its own, so sorry about that. I didn't do it on purpose, okay? I really did not. You know, I have an idea. Just need to wait for Chanchi to finish his clear. Probably I'm gonna follow up with the idea right in a bit. As soon as I'm... Actually, I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea. What I was thinking is I could probably just put the little like mini tablet that I'm using, or basically it's a Microsoft Surface, just so I could kind of look at the camera a bit more often. But either way, I'm gonna try to do that. She was too quick. I couldn't even stop the autoplay. She ended up just clearing it on her own, which is fine. It's okay. We don't complain. But let's switch this. Switch off. Wow. Okay. Kitty Pride. She can do a clear. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's move on even further. Thank you. Okay, I can't seem to stop them in time. This one I did. Cool. I'm pretty sure that there is a way to actually get the camera to work. I would still have to kind of figure that out though. I could probably send a link to myself. Usually that's how it works. You send out a link to yourself, and usually it would have to be sending out a link to a friend, but you know, technically it's just gonna be my own device. Because that feature usually works just for actually getting to stream with someone else, and they could actually upload their camera feed as well. But that's not what we are doing here. Oh, I just stopped auto progress accidentally, so I'm just gonna reactivate it again. Okay, Auto progress, thank you. I don't even know if that was like a feature that OBS had. I feel like that might have been a feature that was actually for Streamlabs. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do that. I don't know. And I just ended auto play again. Auto progress, whatever. Oh. Gotta stop tapping the freaking screen because I keep doing this like till I make sure that it's actually gonna use the skill or the button that I'm trying to press. Okay, this is our last floor that we have to clear. So I'm gonna try to move this over here. I don't know how well this is gonna work out, but we're gonna give it a try. It did end up just clearing that. It did end up just clearing that super quick. I'm gonna try to... I can't even switch off the autoplay, bro. Okay, so... it's a bit stupid, but I mean, this way it can kind of work. So I'm just gonna get much closer. Okay, so I just got much closer. I can actually tap on the screen. So right now I can look at the screen and be able to kind of look at the camera right here. Yeah, works. It does work, doesn't it? Let's go ahead then, and the rest of our clear usually will not really require much changes or a lot of changes here, because it's gonna still be the same characters for most of the clear. It's only gonna be Magik that's gonna get pretty much reused. We didn't have a lot of changes. It's just a mid-month patch, to be honest. Or is it mid-month patch, or is this like the last update before you know, a new big update is gonna happen really soon, like a new month's update, I guess you would call that. And I'm hitting the little mic a bit too often. Should try not to do that. But we're doing good. Let's move on to who's it gonna be this time? We've used Ultron here, so we're gonna use Ultron again. But yeah. So I'm waiting on a few different things, by the way, that I've ordered, which I'm gonna try to just get refunded anyway. There was a couple of things that I did get. So first of all, these streamers, you've already seen them, these little cables that basically power the motherboard and the GPU. Those are not like, you know, what would you call them? Like, they're not scammy items, like fake ones. So they are fine. They are Lian Li streamers for both the GPU and the motherboard. But the strips that I have, of which one of them is just right behind the monitors, that I did show you on a video as well, and one is under the table, also showed you on the video. I did have the streamers there too, but they're not really as noticeable. Those were just like basically strips from that I ordered from AliExpress. They were not super expensive, but the prices can kind of fluctuate quite a bit. And apart from that, I did order quite a few different things after that. So I'm gonna try to kind of check them right now, if I can. Okay, easy clear. So let me try to see if I can do like... Okay, that works. So I'm gonna start with some Temu stuff, which, yeah, I know it's Temu and I expect them to be trash, of course. But either way. So basically I just wanted to get some like basically ARGB hubs, thinking that I would need to connect a lot of devices, and I was planning to get a lot of different RGB strips, which I still will get at some point, but not just yet. So I got a couple of them, thinking, you know what, I have enough slots on my PC to be able to connect them. Why not? I'm gonna get them. Might come in handy, might not, I don't know, we'll have to see. And then I pretty much, apparently with Temu, you have to make a $10 purchase or else you can't really start the order. It has to be $10 minimum. So I got a couple of cute keychains with like some cats and some funny like meme cats that hopefully my fiance will like. And I did get one more for me because again I needed to reach that specific price by just getting a keychain of an MSI motherboard, which really looks like mine. Not exactly, but it does look like mine. So that's basically it for that one. I don't think it's shipped yet. I don't really think so. Yeah, I don't think it even has a tracking number, so that I could add it to like a little tracking thing that I had on my phone. But yeah, let me see if it shows any info actually. Yeah, it just says that there's an order that was created, but yeah, it says that it's still like not even started on the shipment process, so that's fine, whatever. I know it's gonna take a really long time. But that's the only thing that I did order from Temu. And then the ones from AliExpress, there were quite a bit of stuff there that I did get. So for example, when I did get the the RGB strips, I also got a little puck here. You see this little circle, you basically can like rotate it and it comes out. Basically this is a little module that you get extra. You don't get it with the box when you order or when you buy the Razer mouse, which pretty much allows it to charge wirelessly. So yeah, now I can do that. I don't really do that, but it can if I ever need to, if that's my only resort. But basically I only did it because I spent so much to have a mouse that can do that. And you know, why not? Why not actually get the full functionality? And then the strips I already did get. Both of these I am reporting that there are issues with them, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I can get even a partial refund, would be pretty nice. Apart from that, after seeing how nice these light strips were, I ended up spending a bit more. So I basically got a couple of like AIO tubes, so just to add even more basically lights to my setup. If you see right here where it says be quiet, I don't know if you can actually see that, but where the processor is, that's the AIO. So basically that's the like liquid cooled CPU block, and it connects to these 3 fans up here with the radiator as well. So I have kind of routed the cable to go over the RAMs so they don't show up in front of the PC because they were annoying. But if I can pretty much put these tubes, and they are AIO, both of them, basically I will just let them hang and just be all colorful everywhere. But yeah, basically they're just tubes that are kind of vests, so you just fit them in, and you connect those plugs onto the hub, and you're good to go. You're basically all lit up. No pun intended. Well, yes, that was a little bit intended. And after that, I also did order a little kind of like a frame, like a back plate. It's just a square the size of this motherboard, so that basically I would have to take out all the parts and remove the motherboard and then put that square behind and then put everything back, and that square would just have a little bit of a RGB all around the motherboard. Basically it's really stupid, and it's gonna be a lot of work for it to maybe not even work, and that would be even worse. But yeah, it's gonna take a really huge amount of work to pretty much get that done, because I'll try to do it without removing everything, but it's really difficult. When I do receive these, of course I'll try to get refunds on them as well. Then something changed, right? So I have this issue where basically I only have, like, obviously motherboards don't have a lot of like connections where you can plug all these RGB parts in, right? So you get a hub, but the hub basically is just like a stupid copy and paste type effect, right? You can't really manage all these parts individually, like every fan on its own, or these strips. They can kinda, because they have their own controller, but basically the RAM is just directly connected, so it doesn't have anything to plug to the hub, so that's fine as well. But all these AIOs, the strips behind me, the fans on here, basically are all connected into one device, and it's a huge problem because not all of them have the same amount of LEDs inside. So unless you choose a default strip that would have enough lights, the effects don't really look proper and they don't really work well, to be honest. So yeah, it really will depend. I'm gonna have to try. So this basically resolves that issue, because this is huge. It was the most expensive thing that I did order. So this basically covers everything. This allows it to connect both of these power cables, and apparently they also run at a higher frame rate, because I can kind of see the stuttering or the little slow frame rate here. And most likely I've gotten used to it, but probably there's also like low frame rate even for the other lights, because they don't have the right amount of LEDs there. But essentially the ideal thing is that they will also not need their proprietary controller, because it's not really good. And so this same ARGB controller, which is not the same as a hub, the controller basically makes them individually controllable. And basically this allows me to connect both of these instead of using its own controller, and also take out all of these lights and just connect them individually, so I can pretty much control them one by one. Not gonna do that for everything that I connect, because I'm planning to connect a lot of stuff, but most of them I will try to get connected like this. There's also lastly a small SSD heatsink that I already have. A heatsink on the motherboard, it just came with it, but there's a spot without a heatsink, so I'll just put this one there and put the one I've ordered here, because it's gonna have RGB, so it's gonna be really nice. And it has that mirror effect, so it's like an infinite mirror loop if you look straight at it, so it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, all of that will hopefully connect to this controller that pretty much fixes a lot of these issues. But I will try to get as many refunds as I can out of the orders that I've made, because yeah, I am mean like that, of course. Either way, there's a chance that an enemy activates energy damage. So that an enemy that activates energy damage immunity appears. Who did I use here before? Okay, so I had used Punisher before, which means we'll just use somebody else who is a physical type of clearer. So we're just gonna go with Groot here, for example. Funny story about this little kind of laptop or tablet or whatever you want to call it. So this was my mother's, but basically the screen is a little bit cracked, and randomly someday it just started flickering really bad, and the image persisted. It would just stay there. We pretty much thought that either someone had dropped it and didn't really tell us, or that already existing crack pretty much ended up ruining it later on. So I just used Groot here. I'll use somebody else. But yeah, it turns out, so I just got it because I was like, that doesn't work, so I could just use it myself. But apparently I just got it, I pretty much reset it fully, and just went to factory settings and stuff, and it just started working just fine. So either way, it's come in really handy, because essentially I can either do this where I play the game with like a touch screen, but also I keep my my keyboard here, as you saw earlier, and I just have this in my lap, so if I like really want to just quickly change something, I have it right here. Or even better, if I'm like laying in bed, I can grab this and bring it with me, and it's pretty much, it acts as a, because I'm not using it on its own, right? I have Space Desk. It's just this software that allows you to make this device one of your monitors of the PC, and I've made this like the main monitor, so I can pretty much control the whole PC through this screen. And it's really useful if I just am too lazy, I want to stay in bed. You know, I would usually use the TV, but I still have the TV there, maybe playing something, and I'm just playing Marvel Future Fight down here. So it's really, really helpful. And the fact that it also has a keyboard and a little trackpad, that's obviously awesome, and the touch screen here really, really helps out. It's not, you know, amazing frames per second, because it's still like wirelessly connected to the PC, but it works, so it's okay. I mean, it's usable. So whenever I'm actually playing something, of course I'm playing it here with the actual screens, but yeah, it's just interesting, and it's really cool to use. I'm curious if curious to know if the boys are actually playing Battlefield today. No, apparently they aren't. So we sometimes play Battlefield with my fiance's brother and his friends. Apparently they're not really playing right now. That's fine, because I can't play. I'm actually streaming, so it's perfect. Perfect. If I'm not playing, they're not playing. I don't care. So tomorrow I'm actually gonna quit the job that I already had. Basically, it was just the safety net till I found something else, because I'm not just gonna stay at call center jobs any longer. It's been long enough, and it's really annoying. But basically I found a job where I basically would be a junior estimator, so anything like construction related, a lot of like, well, at first it would just be milling related construction. I would basically prepare estimated costs and everything. Obviously I would have to go through like really long training, but you know, it was an okay-ish pay at first, and it's just a junior position, so of course later on it would have really good you know, pay increases. But at the same time, it would pretty much put me on the same situation as what I was with, you know, Shadowland here with my previous employment, where basically I was getting even more money than here, because I was working directly for them. But basically, that would be a problem, because if something stupid like that happens again, where you know, job is not available anymore, something bad happens, I would have to find another random job, because basically I'm not working on my own field still. And that's when my friend was like, you know, they're actually hiring at the job I work at, which is actually a really good company. So it's like Mazars, or wait, how do you pronounce it? I mean, sorry. I think it's called Mazars, I don't know. But it's a really good company. It's very well known, and yeah, I'm planning to start working there instead. I did kind of like promise that I was going to start on the junior estimator position, but man, if they can actually make it possible to start before the 3rd of February, so that I can actually let this company know that I'm not going to be able to do it because something else came up, at least that would be great. But tomorrow I'm actually going to resign from the current job that I have, because whether I start on the IT one or I start on the estimator role, either way I know that I'm starting. And the only thing is that if I continue working on the current job, when I leave, I don't know how much money they're gonna keep. So if I am gonna work for no reason anyway, it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, so that's essentially the plan for now. And we'll have to see, to be honest. But yeah, I didn't mention again, because I said it really quick, but basically, yeah, it's gonna be an IT job. At first, it's gonna start with like on the office, just pretty much constant support, being help desk, and stuff like that. So I wanted to start like that either way myself anyway, because I do have experience with that kind of role. But I wanted to also kind of get used to what system they're using. That's basically something you have to do anyway in any IT job that you start. So that's gonna work in my favor, to be honest, and it was something that I wanted to happen either way, so that's perfect. But then later on it moves on to even like auditing other companies as well, so that's really cool. And yeah, that obviously should include pay bumps and stuff, so that's really cool. Male heroes have an advantage here, so let's go hero and choose a male character. Let's go with Ronan. And again, it's, you know, my friend also works there, so it's gonna be pretty cool. You know, maybe most likely we'll also carpool to get to work, so that's gonna help. There we go. But yeah, it's also like the IT field that would just pretty much be perfect for me, because again, I want to work at my own field finally, you know. And they kind of did a quick interview. They like me already, so that's really cool. But I have to also do a second interview with the actual, you know, the boss, the owner of the company and stuff, so that's really cool. I don't know, I'm just excited, so I keep saying that's really cool, that's really cool. I know. Sorry guys, sorry. Let's go with Kang here. Let's start. Been constantly trying to like change the volume of the mic little by little, just so that I could find a sweet spot. I know that I've kind of decreased the gain. Would help even more, most likely on Streamlabs, but I would like it to be something that I can also hear. So I'm not gonna change the gain stuff. Either way, let's move on. Wave mode, we just need a hero character. Okay, cool, that's fine. Just I just hope that I can get that interview done as soon as possible, so I can get an answer, so I can start. But it's gonna be important to also know, you know, what the wage is gonna be, because if it's not good, I will have to end up just going with a junior estimator role anyway. But I'm just hoping that I can get a good pay instead of just like the minimal pay that I can survive with, because that's gonna be really bad. I mean, again, even if it's bad for like 6 months, obviously I get a pay increase later on, but still. Villains have an advantage here, so let's go ahead and sorry. So I guess we can go with Dokken. Let's start. the Lantern Rite event starts, but I've already kind of started to see some event notifications on Genshin. Maybe it has started already, but yeah, it's gonna be really cool because we're gonna get a new free character, like a 4-star. Not really super crazy, but again, it's still a free character. So yeah, you get anything you can with a game that you've kind of already unlocked. I was kind of thinking of looking into maybe playing a bit of Diablo 4, because I was looking to Path of Exile, but that's also like paid, and at least with Diablo 4 I'm already paying for like the Xbox subscription anyway, so that would be nice, I guess. We have only 4 floors to clear unless we get any enter mode anytime soon, so for now let's go with Falcon here, for example, because it's pretty cool to use a speed villain here. It kind of works with pretty much the requirements of the floor and with the types of enemies that you get, so that's really cool. There we go. I've already started hearing some news about Falcon's movie. Is it gonna be out soon, or what's happening? So yeah, I still have to wake up early tomorrow so that I can go there and just be like, I'm really sorry, I'll have to pretty much resign, effective immediately and stuff, so yeah. Didn't even work a lot there, but I just wanted to have it just in case, you know. And I don't also know how it works, you know, if I want to leave, if they want me to, you know, say so earlier or whatever, because that could be a problem. So here's an advantage here, so let's go and choose let's go with Sylvie, it's fine. The only thing that's annoying about this is like this mousepad has a bit of a certain portion of it that's outside the table because of these stupidly designed legs that they've pretty much made for these monitors that I use. Basically doesn't let my mousepad go further, but I will. What to do? Okay, and yes, I did get rid of the tree, so we're good, we're good. I did get rid of that freaking tree, which I like actually. I'm not mad about it. It's just I knew that people were gonna be like, you know, if they saw it today as well, they were gonna be like, the hell is this guy doing? And I did remove it today, by the way. I'm gonna use White Fox here because she's pretty crazy. And start. I don't know what the timing is gonna be like when, with you know, our 235th Shadowland live stream, you know, or 335th Shadowland live stream, where I will have to push to 235 again. That's gonna be interesting. So this is our last clear with tier 3 character. Let's go with Black Swan. And start. So what I mean by that is this. So for example, obviously I will want to start working on clearing 235 sorry, no, that's a rumble. I don't want to do that. So obviously I will need as much time as I can get to get that clear done. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'll go with Thane, or sorry, let's just go with Black Swan either way, just because we said we're going to use her. But yeah, essentially, like, I will want to do the Shadowland clear as soon as the Shadowland week gets reset. So that's gonna be our 335th clear, right? So essentially, I want to make sure that this week I don't consider it as the week of Shadowland cleared 324. I want to consider it as 325, because essentially after today I'm gonna get, you know, the reset is gonna happen. So normally I would do this week's clear. It's just I've been late with last week's clear. That's why this is weird now. But either way, level 80 characters and above, we start right now. So I'm gonna go with Echo as our first clearer. But essentially, let's see what that would mean. So this would mean that, so this is 335, right? Sorry, 325 this week. 326, 27. Or actually, let me just do it like this. I'm gonna count it with Fridays, right? So Friday is when it resets technically. I'm just gonna pause this because we're not really clearing it. So Friday, right? So this is 325, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So this is gonna be on the 28th of March till the 3rd of April, I think. That's how it works, right? So I'll have that week to work on it. But yeah, this is gonna be on March then. So I think I should have, you know, worked enough on the new job to have a bit of time to actually get this done. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to confirm. Okay, so we started using the level 80 and above characters, so we get to enjoy this part now. I'm kind of gonna drag this over a bit further so I can just use it from here, just because I don't have to rest my hand here and just pretty much cause this to jump like this. It's just becoming annoying, so why not? But yeah, this works. So let's go male heroes, or actually heroes, so we can choose a male character. So out of the level 80 characters, of course, we're gonna make sure that we do not use Magik, because we're gonna be actually reviving her on the last 2 clears. And then the other character that I'm gonna be reviving is obviously gonna be Doctor Strange. Also, I got a CDP of refinement, by the way. I don't know what you guys got. And by the way, welcome to everybody who's joining. Thank you for being here. That's a rumble. Relay mode. Okay. Poison element attacks won't work in this stage. Okay, so this means pretty much anyone can do this apart from her, because she has poison damage. Or at least she did. I don't remember if she still has poison damage or if it got removed, but I think she still does because she has a judgment, or else I wouldn't have kept that judgment on her, you know what I mean? Ooh, that crack was nice. I don't know if it was audible on the stream. So heroes have an advantage here. Let's go like this, and lady, level 80, level 80. I'm just gonna go with Human Torch. I'm gonna use Shadow Shell here because it's against the combat type, so what's the point, you know? Didn't get to use my fucking rotation. It was a bit too quick. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing again, male hero character for this floor as well. And this time it looks like it's gonna be Agent Venom. I forgot who that was, I'm sorry. And he does look like a villain. I don't know why they made him look that fucking scary, but oh well. Oh boy, don't kill me. I'm almost done with watching Cleveland's show. That's the one I was watching currently. And we did watch like 3 different episodes of The Boys, and we've gone through some episodes of What If, but I haven't watched them all. I'm like in the middle of watching the episode with the duck, so don't spoil, please. I haven't watched it. I know it's really annoying, but we haven't had any time to even meet, let alone watch anything. We even had our anniversary, yesterday, so I'm glad I kind of found a way to even meet her for that special day, you know what I mean? So it's been really crazy. Fire type attacks are extra effective. On this one, I'm pretty sure we'll have to go with Ghost Rider. Oh boy. Startle. Gone. So entry mode, heroes have an advantage here. Finally we get to use Shadow Shell. And this is actually the first entry mode that we've gotten for the week. Definitely took a while for the first one to even appear. Usually we would have gotten quite a few by now, actually. I was about to say 1, but like, no, we would have gotten quite a few. Really easy clear, of course. We get to move on to our next one right now, where we'll use drumroll Spider-Gwen. Hell yeah. I have not really played Marvel Rivals since the last live stream, I think. Not the last live stream that we did here, but just the last live stream that I did where I was playing Marvel Rivals. To be honest, it's not my type of game. I just really don't like these kind of games, man. The good stuff though is, or the good news is, well, kind of good news, whatever. It's news. Probably bad news, to be honest. Is that the Spider-Man 2 game is coming over to PC really soon. And you know what that means. Obviously, I'm gonna make sure to stream that one because I do enjoy those types of games even more than these ones, to be honest. Like Marvel Rivals, not fun. But that I will most likely enjoy more, like streaming. And there was something that actually caused me to like stop streaming the Ratchet and Clank game. There's the Hi-Fi Rush game that we have to stream still. I just really want to just basically get something going where I can actually be at peace and know that I'm like starting a job that I'm gonna be very stable on. But as soon as I know that, I am obviously gonna have a bit more time to myself to be able to stream a bit more. Not gonna be super often again, and one of the streams of the week is still gonna have to be the Shadowland clears, but yeah, because I'm gonna be working like a normal shift, so it's gonna be kind of 9 to 5 or something, or 9 to 6. I don't know exactly how they do it here, but either way, heroes have an advantage, so let's go with Sentry. We're getting close to getting done with tier 4 Sentry. It's still gonna take a bit longer. I don't remember how much life seed you need to actually tier 4 native tier 3 character. I'm sure it was a huge amount, I gotta say. Not being too long since I actually tier 4'd null, and I already, like, my brain has already decided to erase that from there. Just that's how traumatic that was to me, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna have to happen even with him. Once I'm done with him, I can finally move on to like actually working on Magik, for example. Because yeah, she's the next mutant character that we get to tier 4. I'm just really happy that we're getting a lot of those done, so that's really cool. An enemy that removes debuffs appears. Okay. Sorry. So basically, Bullseye should be fine, I guess. Really cool stuff, baby. Nice, there you go. That worked pretty well. I mean, to be honest, since I have the Xbox subscription, I am most likely gonna try Diablo 4 just to see how it is. Obviously, without spending shit. Because I know it's a money grab kind of game as well. Ooh, really nice. This works just fine for Dr. Octopus, so we're gonna go with him. Just gonna make sure we set 2 characters down there and we're good to go on. With our lives, of course. Using a good rotation, but it works, of course, because it's a really low floor. That's the fun part, man. I'm just not really even gonna need to do proper rotations anymore, period, to be honest, because I mean, these clears are super easy. Let's get this to start. Get to do this with Gladiator. I'm glad he is not a native tier 3, because I'd have to actually build him too. So the only ones who actually have gotten tier 4s out of the native tier 3s right now were Null and Sentry, and I'm about to finish Sentry and be done with them for now. Because I'm sure, of course, knowing Netmarble, at some point they're gonna throw us tier 4 upgrade for I don't know, either like Kang the Conqueror or Black Swan. I think both of those are native tier 3s, right? I think so. Go. Come on. Silver Surfer is so slow, always. And obviously it doesn't help that this is a wave mode, oh no. There we go. I spoke too soon. We're basically getting entry modes every couple of floors, so yay. Can't complain at all. There we go, so we get to use Mr. Fantastic on this one. We really soon get to the point where we have to like skip Magik the whole time because she's gonna be the next on the list. The next I would normally use on the list, but yeah, she's gonna need to not be used this time only so that we can get this clear, you know, at the end and actually end up using her at the end on the last floors. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Okay, so Rumble, we're gonna refresh that boss mode. Let's see. We can go with Dr. Doom, and it should be fine. Start. Why did he leave me? From here. Female characters, no problem. We do have a lot of those. Yeah, again, we start skipping Magik for now. We're gonna just use her at the end. Never really used Magik. I don't know, just they have a lot of like learning curve behind them, so you have to really know what you're doing with those specific characters. I did love Iron Man quite a bit, to be honest. That's the only kind of character that kept me kind of playing for the few times that I did, but I did not like a lot of them. Hulk kind of worked, but again, even with Hulk, you just pretty much would use just random skills because I just don't know how that works or how that really specifically worked, to be honest. But with Iron Man, I kind of had a plan, or I had some strategy that I would be able to follow, but other characters pretty messy. Relay mode, speed types, let's go. Okay. I'll just use Miles, no problem. I know that he's not gonna do a lot of damage because they're not villains, but I don't care. Sounds so Albanian in a way. Cool. Easy. Next floor, please. 65, wave mode. Let's get it. Next character on the list, basically. It's gonna be Hela. Okay. It's gonna be Hela interesting. Okay. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yeah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, that was a bit too quick. Didn't say that. Okay, so this is a villain floor. Not perfect to use a blast type on a floor against combats, but also speed types. It's gonna just be a bit annoying, but either way, should still work. Because again, this is Ebony Maw, baby. Jojo Nemo. Jebony. No, Jobony. Jaw. Jobony Jaw. Oh boy, that didn't sound really good, but to be honest, it's not even a JoJo character, it's more like Jotaro Kujo. Specifically that guy. Specifically that JoJo. Okay, so on this one, we just need to make sure that we use Sharon Rogers. I don't know why, man. Like most of the time, she always ends up getting this specific floor. I don't know why. The game just knows it knows that it's perfect for her. So as far as I remember, I did revive her and use her twice. If I didn't, you guys can remind me to just redo this, you know, next week and just make sure to revive her. But it's fine. This week's all about Magik, baby. Male heroes. Let's go with Ant-Man right here. I love this song, by the way. It's out of the like one of the demos for Genshin Impact. This is the one for Candace. It's really nice. Very chill. Maybe not as chill, but it's really nice. Okay, heroes. Switch that to hero. And that's fine. I'll just go with pretty much whoever's next on the list. I could just choose Star-Lord there, but it's fine. It's not gonna be a problem at all. Spider-Man will not care. The only problem is that I have no... It's actually Venom, right? It's not even Spider-Man. Yep, he didn't care. The only problem is that I never really figured out what Spider-Man's rotation would be with the new uniform, because I knew what it was with the last one. But yeah, never really checked for this new one. So female characters, we're just gonna go with Captain Marvel on this floor and start. It's done. So entry mode, it doesn't really matter who I use. So let's go with Carnage. Doop doop. And start. It's very weird wasting so many like really good characters. It's funny coming from me, because that's the first thing a lot of people say whenever they see the stream for the first time. They're like, why is he wasting so many good characters? But it feels really weird to waste some very, very good characters, just because at this point, even tier 3 characters, we are not going to use a lot of them. We're just going to skip most of them. I have this fear that we're gonna soon see tier 5. I don't know how soon, but it's coming. It's getting there, you know, because we have quite a lot of or we don't have a lot of characters that have not gotten their transcendence or their tier 4 or tier 3 or whatever. But I mean, like, we do have a lot of characters that have yet to get their tier 4, so I think that's not really the problem. It's just that, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to see. Fire element attacks won't work, so let's see. Fire element. Okay, so we can just go with Black Panther here. He's next on the list. It doesn't matter what his abilities are, what the requirements are. It's just next on the list, at least for now, when it's convenient. Of course, later on, if there's something that be like, no, I'm not gonna use him here because there's a disadvantage, blah blah blah. I always do this. I'm like, oh, I'll just use whoever's next on the list, and then I'm like, it would be better if I use this other guy. But oh well, this works. Let's move on. So here, we're just gonna go with Star-Lord. Pretty. It's like it's planned out, bro. Like, what the hell? Even like this specific floor, I usually get whatever it's Star-Lord's turn. By the way, in the meantime, thank you very much, whoever is joining. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you're having a really nice day, and hope you enjoy this stream. Let me know if there's any issue with like the audio with my volume and stuff. So, and also let me know who you're working on next and who you got on your CDP chest, because I got trash for the millionth time, and this time I'm not actually spending to get that double chest, because again, I'm pretty broke right now, and also I just like have done that for a few months now, and the game knows that I'm gonna do that and just doesn't give me a rage or a judgment. So no thank you. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm sorry. You screwed me for the last time, idiots. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so hero floor, let's select Hawkeye. Okay, that works for me. It's fine. Doodly doo doo. Doodly doodly doo doodly doo doodly doo doodly doo doodly doo dee. Doodly doodly. I have no clue what this guy's rotation would be at this point. I'm fairly certain he only works with like a rage now. There's not really any skill where it's like long or that you can't really cancel, unless maybe you count the third skill. Maybe that's how you should work, or like how you should use him. Maybe go like 4-5-3 or 5-4-3. Maybe that is essentially how to use this guy, but I haven't really checked. Haven't really cared enough to try that because it doesn't matter. We're still doing insane damage. Since it requires fire, why not go with with Jean Grey here? That's not Sharon Rogers. Just for fun, because again, I know I'm reviving her. That's why I'm doing this, because usually I would probably revive Doctor Strange and Jean, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna revive Doctor Strange and Magik. So let's just do that. Anyway, that's a rumble. We'll just switch that, and we get a universal type character floor, on which we will go with Loki. Sure, that works really well for this floor. I think I am developing an allergy to this specific monster. Maybe. So I felt my throat kind of closing up yesterday and even today a little bit. Might still be the effect from yesterday. Maybe it was something I ate, I don't know, but I just have to make sure to figure out what it is, because it's really annoying. And again, it's mild on me, but you know, you never know when it might just get serious. Yeah, I don't know what the rotation is still. I think maybe 3-4-5. That was 3-5-4 without the 4 because I didn't get the chance to use it. I don't know. Can't figure it out. So that's a rumble with skip. Entry mode. This is a floor where I can just use anyone. So Hulk this time. Move them over down there, and we get to work. Nice. Crap, I messed up. Yeah. He's taking longer than normal because I did 3-5-4 instead of 3-4-5. We'll do 3-4-5 here, you'll see the difference. It's easier. Just stupid, it's fine. Or distracted, whatever. Either way, we will go here and use Phoenix Force type characters if I care enough to do so, to be honest. But I already used Jean, so I don't think we have someone we could use here. So yeah, it's gonna be just a refresh here. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Entry mode. Do we have a Spider Sense character left? Because I just used Spider-Man as well. Nope. I don't think Gwenpool is going to be considered a spider type character, so that's going to be a skip. This is fine. This is just fine. We'll go with Goblin Queen here and boop boop start. There's so much stuff that I have to catch up on, and I've been watching the Cleveland show. I'm gonna finish it because it's like right almost there, actually. So I'm almost done with it. But I have to watch the X-Men series so that I can actually finish the last season that was released this year, I think, or last year. I don't remember. But I gotta do it. So I don't know. I just will finish Cleveland first because I'm almost done with it anyway. Okay. Oh, no. Bring them down here and then start. Good. Go, boy. Nice. Death and destruction, as always. Done. I don't know what else you guys want, but it's done. Alright, let's move on. So on this next floor, we're gonna go with a refresh. Oh, I needed to refresh this one as well. It's a rumble. Okay, wave mode. Ooh, we start using our tier 4 characters right now. So, first one we're gonna use is Null. Okay. Yo, he kinda... I don't know if he lagged the emulator or if Space Desk actually pretty much froze for a second. At this point I can't even tell. Okay, so Rumble, refresh, relay mode. Okay, villain. You got it. So here we'll go with... that's Mystique. Took me a second to actually remember her name because I was thinking of Magik, of course. But yeah, that works. Yeah, if I use the... I mean, I did use the Awaken skill, but if I use the Awaken skill from the beginning, I don't think they would have had a chance, bro, because that skill is really good at targeting enemies. Even if they're far away, if you saw, she kind of jumped onto an enemy that was pretty far away. So yeah, that would have been like super easy, but you know, it would have just ended the floor clear a bit too quick. We wouldn't want that. There is something that I forgot to do earlier, which I should try to do now, as I'm done with this. Come on. There you go. Okay, so I wanted to just check that, and apparently world event is open? Yeah, it is open. So I need to finish really soon so I can get that done too. But let's see if we can upgrade the swords a little bit. I'll go with 50 as per usual. I think auto dismantle was on, so it should just get, yeah, take care of what we need out of it. Okay, so 3 swords. What does that get us? Bit fat nothing, most likely. Yep. I was right. I'm not gonna move on further. I'll leave it at that. I'll do a couple of clears, and I should just remember to do a couple of mission clears there as well. But let's move on with Shadowland a little bit further. So speed types, okay. I'm just hope that I haven't made a mistake. I do seem to have a lot of tier 4s left, so I don't think I've made a mistake. And by mistake I mean, like, you know, starting to use level 80 characters or tier 4s earlier than I was supposed to. But I don't think that's what I did, so it should be fine. Beans, refresh please. Relay mode, female 7 advantage. Let's move on and just choose weapon hex here. Boop boop and start, baby. Nice. Very flashy. I like it. Boss mode. So that means super villain. That means apocalypse. Cool. Super easy floor for apocalypse. Okay. And it's done. Means though that we can actually do our pretty much dimension mission clears and be done for today. Nice. But I haven't done like the story missions, so it's not like I have a ton of energy left. Like a lot of it will be spent there, so we're still fine-ish. The only thing is that if I do get a bit of energy or a bit of like a small amount of boost points later, I should still use that to clear those small missions that I had left on the daily stuff. Not the story missions, but the ones with clear tickets with that give you artifacts. I don't remember the name of the missions, but yeah, you know what I mean, I hope. I almost started this with just Magneto in there, but yeah, caught my mistake there. This Shadowland stream has been going really fast, actually. That's interesting. I mean, we're not done yet. I'm sure we have like 20 something floors to do yet, or still, whatever. But we're going really fast, so that's good. Villain 7 advantage here, which means we get to use another one. We get to use Gwenpool here. And tier 3, please. He has really cool skills, but they're really messy. Like, you don't get to see a lot of what's happening. It's a wave mode though, so you get to enjoy using her a little bit, but still too quick. Refresh, please. It just would work much more if we could actually have those visual effects enabled on Shadowland. Like, I don't get how no one really talks about this, but like, why do we not actually ask for that? Why do people not ask for that? Like, what's this gonna cause a problem with? If we have these effects enabled on World Boss, which is like a really difficult game mode, why can't we have them enabled on Shadowland? Shadowland is stupid, bro. We can clear it super easy. Just let us enjoy our characters' animations. Characters, I don't know why I said it like that. It's a little bit of Jacksepticeye in me. That's what she said, and also that's creepy, or that sounds wrong, or whatever. You get what I mean. But yeah, basically that's how I kind of learned my English, just watching YouTube and stuff, so it explains why that happens to me sometimes. Yo, welcome to whoever joined right now. Thank you for being here. How's it going? And what CDP did you get? I'm very curious. Villains have an advantage. Yo, Drown, welcome, man. Welcome back. Glad to see you here. I've gone really fast for this Shadowland clear, but we can slow things down since you're here, and you know, if you want to hang a little bit longer. But how are you doing? How's your account going now? You know, last time we spoke about being able to do your first clear of World Boss Legend. Have you gotten any other clears out of that, or is it still just that team? Relay mode, universal characters have an advantage, so that means we'll go with Scarlet Witch. I can easily clear Null now. That's awesome. Did you fix your swords a bit more? Did you get those stats that I mentioned? Or those specific sword colors? Because that should be a huge plus. And usually you could get that done in a couple of days. Sounded dumb to me when I first heard that you could actually reach a good amount of stats in just 2 days, but oh well, it worked. But only 2 times because I have 2 tier 3s, yes. Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, I mean, imagine that. As soon as you have a team, you can actually already clear Null with it. That's pretty cool. I told you, man, cards make a huge difference, and even you know, swords as well being a huge plus, just a really easy way to get a lot of damage. So yeah, awesome. So when are you gonna get the rest of the tier 3s and you know, the other characters, or like, are you gonna wait for like some sort of anniversary to get those uniforms, or what's your plan now? I mean, the anniversary shouldn't be too far away. A little bit, just a tiny bit, just a little. Male heroes, okay, let's go with Professor X. We're pretty much out of villains at this point. Today I will tier 3 Hela. Awesome, man. So do you have a team that you can use to actually clear Null, or do you need more tier 3s to even have a team? Next Friday I will tier 3 Gwen. Nice. You see, like, basically as soon as you get started, you basically can kind of start a snowball effect on your account, and that's basically the fun of it. Just don't forget to do Shadowland. You know, it's a lot of people don't care about it too much, but trust me when I say it's a lot of materials that you're getting. I'm focusing on tier 3 DPS first before support, of course, because your account can just do a clear anyway now. Especially with the fact that, again, keep in mind, you'll be clearing Null, so Null will get easier to clear. So even possible without supports really soon, or if not already possible without supports. So yeah, that's how you should do it. Magik was interesting. I don't know, like, if there's any good like strategy to how to use her, but it's Shadowland, so it's gonna be fine, I'm pretty sure. And she's still the type of character that does more damage to villains, so it kind of sucks to use them on Shadowland. How long is this stream? For now, it's been going on for 2 hours. Shouldn't be too long now. These are the only tier 4s that are left. As soon as I'm done with Shadowland, I don't think I will stream any longer, because it will be. It's already 20 past 12 AM right now. Okay, this is gonna be funny. It says fire attack or fire element attacks won't work on this stage, and I'm using Angel with a uniform that gives him fire damage, but not really, because it's all just effects and it's not actual fire damage, it's just energy damage. But look at this, a floor where fire damage should not do anything. We just destroyed them. Nice. Real good, real good, real good. Entry mode, heroes have an advantage, so we'll just use Adam Warlock here. Start. It's weird, I mean. But yeah, have you been playing Shadowland or not? You joined me on so I think it was around April or like at the end of March, like last week of March, beginning week of April. I think I want to reach VIP 1. What should I buy? Just buy the stash, I think, right? That's the only thing that you need for VIP 1, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we don't have any villains anymore, so I'll just refresh. So I was gonna mention something. I was gonna say last week of March, first week of April, so it's kind of like that period where we will get to use, or we will have our 335th week of doing Shadowland. On that week, I will push to 235 again, because we cannot push to 335, but I want to keep the tradition going and do 235 again. That way, even though we cannot push to a stage that will give us a CDP selector, at least we can use that as kind of a way to kind of gauge how much our account has grown, and it's gonna be a huge difference. Like, come on, I don't think we had swords at that time, and last time I know for sure that we did have the mini rages. I didn't have like really good characters, to be honest. I mean, I did, it's just, you know, obviously a lot has changed since then. Even if we would have had swords, I don't remember if we did or not. Even if we did have swords, I definitely didn't have them at this level. I think I want to reach VIP. Okay, try clear one Shadowland stage with Thane only. I've already used Thane, and Thane is really good, but this with the uniform. So if I haven't used Thane, I don't want to use him though. Yeah, I haven't used him, but I don't want to use him. I can do this, I guess, but I'll only do the first half, because I don't want to use him. I kind of calculate how many characters I want to use on the whole Shadowland clear, but I'll do this like the first half here, which is like floor 101, right? But this should be super easy for him. There you go. So it's a lot of damage. Just this guy was away and didn't get into like the actual attack, so that's why he survived this long. I mean, yeah, at first Corvus is a bit annoying actually. He does go out of the way, so you gotta be careful when you get this specific floor. Even on low floors for you it's gonna be a bit harder than me, but not that hard because you already get a good stat bump compared to what we had at the time. But yeah, I mean, Thane is really good again with this uniform as well, but usually from the information that I have from like we have a guy that usually tests every new character that comes out, especially for Shadowland. He's kind of like a Shadowland freak like me, and he has kind of confirmed that pretty much most characters that get a new uniform right now, or they're tier 3 and stuff, can do 235. So it's pretty crazy. Most of them, not all of them, but still most of them is a really good result, good ratio. There goes Cable, thank you boy. Next one is gonna be refresh, please. Thank you. Boss mode. So it's gonna be Quicksilver and Stato. What tunes do you regret building? You know, just in general or tier 4? In general, I don't really regret building most of the characters. The only thing obviously would be maybe let's say like premium characters that haven't been updated in a really long time. But I mean, it's kind of you kind of invest that and you just have them ready for whenever they will get an update. So the way I did it and a lot of people did it is we would get like the premium daily premium feature where you get like 20 bios for premium characters, and you basically would use one per day to pretty much a specific premium character, so that way you would unlock them all, and when you had Mega Star ticket and Mega Tier 2 ticket, you would be able to tier 2 them and just have them ready for whenever they would get a tier 3 or Transcendence and stuff. But yeah, it's mainly those characters that we're just still waiting on them to get something. Like Kid Kaiju, man. Kid Kaiju is such a... It's a character that has such an old uniform. I was gonna say uniform, but I don't think he even has a uniform. Like, he's just on his base look. But apart from that, like tier 4 characters, sadly a lot of mutants. Not because mutants suck, but I mean, I don't know, like they don't actually upgrade them as well as they should. Especially like, for example, at the moment, there's quite a few of them that really suck. Like, for example, Cyclops is trash. I mean, he can do Shadowland, sure, but like, and he can be support, but like technically, like tier 4 damage, he's not there. There's X23, who I had high hopes for. I was hoping at least that she would become a combat female. So that she could at least cover an ABX day where we have no tier 4 yet. So combat female, we don't have a character for that at tier 4. So that was gonna be a pretty huge difference, or huge like it would be huge value for that specific character, because even if she would be meh, people would tier 4 the hell out of her, because of course, you know, she would cover an ABX day. I did tier 4 her either way because I'm a mutant fan, so basically I've tier 4'd every mutant, and I will tier 4 Magik as soon as I'm done with Sentry, because I started Sentry. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mutants. X23, Weapon Hex, they kind of meh. But there's other characters as well, they just usually just get outdated, to be honest. So it's not like they're bad, it's just with this type of game, you're gonna notice that you're gonna always want the latest shiny thing, right? So that's why the biggest advice that I have for everybody who, you know, I tell or I teach, let's say, about this game, I'm like, just if you started on a character, finish them first, right? So don't stop because someone new came out, or a new character, a new uniform, or whatever. Finish what you've started, because again, I know that that's gonna happen. Isn't Sentry a human in the allies thingy? I think so. Why? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that he's a mutant. I'm just saying that I already started working on him, so I'm not gonna stop so that I here for Magik, right? I'm gonna get Sentry done, and then I'm gonna start on Magik. That's what I wanted to say. Let's go with Wolfie here. Nice. It's gonna be a bit too easy for him, but whatever. I'm gonna just use him. I'm not gonna use someone else. Apparently, this is not good for me, but apparently this time of the day for me is much better for streaming, because even though it's super late for me, I mean, it's not super late, but it's late for me. It's past 12 a.m. and it would be even better if I streamed even later, but again, that would be really bad for like my schedule. Either way, looks like that works much better for me, so oh well. For me, I guess. Relay mode. No, we're not gonna do this one. We're gonna skip that. Sorry, it doesn't really, it's not really necessary. We're gonna go with Odin here. I could have used Gamora as well because she's speed, but I think it's better if I use Odin, because Odin has floors where he's just not really gonna be disadvantaged, but it's just gonna take him just slightly longer because they might have immunity to lightning damage. I can just use him here and be done. Are you excited about the Thunderbolt movie? When is that coming in anyway? And that's not the same as the Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? Or sorry, not Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's like the Falcon movie. Sorry. I actually have had a lot of trouble like keeping up with all the Marvel stuff, because we don't get to hang a lot with my fiance, and we've been watching all of that stuff together, so I don't want to watch anything without her. But yeah, like in May. That's a while later. That's fine. I think the Falcon movie is gonna come out earlier than that, right? Speed types have an advantage. So here, for example, instead of refreshing, I can just use Thor, and it's still fine, because he's a universal type. You're gonna notice, I mean, for me, it's much easier because I also have their type enhancement upgraded a bit. Not that I would spend gold on that, but I've upgraded it just by doing story mode and just getting those tickets. Also, yeah, definitely do story mode daily, the ultimate difficulty thingy. Do it. You get a lot of bios out of that, and you'll need bios. But yeah, you learn that universal type characters can maybe avoid the disadvantage of the floor, but not always, just for specific types. So this is villain, but we do not have a villain. Universal type characters have an advantage. This I'll just skip. I know I could probably do it with Iron Man, but I don't want to go through the trouble. Here we can use Iron Man, it's fine. This just means that if you have fire damage, you're gonna do even more damage, but it's in no way any like disadvantage or nerf. So yeah, Iron Man is pretty cool at this. Basically, Iron Man has this cool ability with like the latest uniforms, where when the enemy is below like 30% of their health, or maybe 40%, I think it's 30%, he will deal 200% more damage. So it's like 300% of damage. It's just insane. Okay, so combat types have an advantage. What I'm gonna do here though is I'm gonna revive Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange can do any floor, and that's our first revive, and then the second revive is just gonna be for Magik. So we're gonna use Magik and then revive her and use her again. But I just want to get Doctor Strange out of the way, just be done with him, and then we only have to worry about Magik. So this requires like combat types, but if you use the second skill of Doctor Strange, which I did mess up the rotation by the way, because usually you want to do 2, 3, 4 or 4, 4, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm being stupid. Usually you want to do 2, 3, 4 or 3, 2, 4. Just you make sure to use those two skills and end on the fourth. But I did like 4, 2, 3 or something. But as long as that second skill touches the enemy, you're good. Because essentially the second skill removes any sort of restriction that the floor has. And the tier 3 skill has the same ability, but on some very, very bad floors, like that really affect you, like the Spider-Man floor. It's just really annoying. You have to use a Spider-Man character, and even his second skill doesn't do much there, but the tier 3 skill does. And I think the Inhuman, not the Inhumans, but the Phoenix Force floor is still kind of the same. So I'll refresh this. We'll try to get some proper floors for Magik. Entry modes are gonna be fine as well. I think I'm okay with that. I think I have made a mistake in calculating this though. Maybe, I don't know. I think I may end up having one more character than I need to have. So with Magik, you want to use the second skill. Let me do this again so that she gets hit, and then you can do the rest of your rotation. But it doesn't look like her damage is really that crazy. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? That was what I was afraid of, to be honest. Wow, yeah, she's not really crazy. Damn it. I think she's gonna be another character that I'm gonna regret, as you can kind of see. Look at how freaking long she's taking, and she's level 80, bro. Yo, even Thane did much better. Yeah, I think she's still gonna be like a character that I use pretty low early on, right? Wow. I actually lost my Shadowland list. It's so annoying. I had like really updated it with a lot of information. I was just keeping track of stuff just for my, curiosity sake. But I was trying to free up storage on like my Google account, and I think I've accidentally chosen that as one of the files that would get deleted. So that sucks. I can't get that back. I was hoping someone had saved it because I had shared it since people requested it. I don't know, maybe they have a copy of it, I don't know. It's really annoying. So that was meh. And yes, I have made a mistake. So I'll revive Magik, but yeah, I've miscalculated something, I guess. Or maybe done a floor without character. I don't know. What do we have on She-Hulk? I think we have Rage, right? Yeah. So I guess I'll do this. And then we'll do our last floor with She-Hulk. I don't know what I did wrong there on the calculations, but that's something I did wrong, I guess. And we get the same floor just to pretty much annoy me even further. I'm guessing, of course, look, a lot of her damage is gonna still kind of depend on her tier 4 skill. If you... I don't know if you saw, but she has this interesting ability where if she's going against enemies that have more health than her, she's gonna actually deal 80% more damage to them. And if she's going against enemies that have less HP than her, she's not gonna do more damage anymore, but she's gonna take less damage. So that's interesting. And I think in most cases, if you go like on high up floors or if you go against bosses, you are pretty much guaranteed to have less HP than the enemy, because they get like a huge multiplier to their health. So I'm just hoping that with the tier 4 skill, she's gonna be fixed a little bit more. I don't know. I am gonna tier 4 her, so obviously we're gonna be very curious to see what the difference is gonna be after we tier 4 her. Hopefully we can get this same exact floor, but that's, you know, wishful thinking at that point. It's just, I don't know, like am I like playing her wrong or something? Should I do a different rotation? Maybe combining a few skills will work a bit better, because I'm only doing like a couple of skills because I don't know exactly when to proc. But yeah, I guess we'll figure that out slowly. And plus, again, I am curious to see what the tier 4 will do for her, because it's basically almost gonna double her damage at that point. Anyway, we have our last floor for real this time, which we'll do with She-Hulk, just because she has a rage. If not, I would have gone and did this with and done this with Green Goblin. I like him more. Her I hate, especially her series. He was trash. Just have a second half, which also should be really easy to clear because we have the tier 3 skill that we're going to be able to use soon, like right now. Which apparently is not doing a huge amount of damage. Wow. And that is why I wanted X23 to be combat again. Because X23 used to be combat, then with the uniform she became speed, and then they didn't make her combat again. It's really annoying. Anyway, that's pretty much Shadowland, man. Very interesting. Very disappointing. And very sad that I lost that that file, man. That really annoys the hell out of me. Let's not forget to claim our rewards, by the way, because I forgot that I would have to do that. Craft rewards. I wonder why we do Shadowland. If it wasn't for the fact that I like that game mode, I would be very mad right now. Very mad. Yeah, this is just really bad rewards. This is nothing. Need secret shop, sorry. Not this either. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah. Very annoying. Just let world event get cleared in the background. And I'll say bye-bye to you guys. Thank you very much for joining me on this week's clear. And being a part of me realizing having deleted a really important file. Damn it. I don't think there's any way for me to get that back. Zekro did reply and he didn't have it, so that's really bad. That sucks. It really does. But yeah, I have to go. I'm really sorry. Thank you very much for joining this stream. It was a lot of fun. It was a quick one as well. We cleared it really fast. It really helps to have like this touchscreen here. Just kind of used to playing this game with a touchscreen. It's a bit bad. It's a bit big. That's what she said. Compared to what you know you would get used to with a phone. but it still helps. It's much better than using a controller. Maybe not better than using a controller, but it's kind of like nice to be back to using a touchscreen with this game. Either way, thank you very much for joining this time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope I get to see you next time. Maybe I'll do another stream again of Shadowland really soon, because again, technically this was the stream for last week. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. See ya.